Good morning, my dear students. Now we discuss the topic about line terminated through capacitance. Already we discussed in previous session what is the how to draw the equivalent circuit for traveling wave studies. Irrigated line that is nothing but T junction. We derive the formulas. Now the topic is line terminations. So line terminated through when a line terminated through capacitance, what is the transmitted voltage? We can find out. So assume that a line is terminated through a capacitor C as shown in figure. When the wave is travel along the line with natural impedance Z0 and terminated through C, then the transmitted voltage is determined from equation. Here, the voltage V, the switch S, impedance, natural impedance Z0, capacitance C. There are several ways to find out the line terminated through capacitance. The easy way is to find out the line termination by using Laplace transforms. If using the Laplace transform, we can get the equation is very easily for finding the line terminated through capacitance. So the transmitted voltage, apply the Laplace transform V of S from the diagram. So there is a capacitance Z naught B voltage V. Apply the Laplace transform V of S is equal 2 into there is a capacitance, so we using 1 by Cs by Z naught plus 1 by Cs into V dash by S. If you simplify that equation, we get 2V dash by Z naught Cs of S plus 1 by Z naught C. So simplify the equation 2V dash of 1 by S minus 1 by S plus 1 by Z naught C. If you take the inverse Laplace transform, taking the inverse Laplace transform on both sides of above equation, V of S becomes V of t, that is equal to 2V dash of 1 minus e power minus t by Z naught C. In line terminated through capacitance, the voltage V is rises. This is the conclusion point. The voltage V is rises. Line terminated through inductance. So from figure, the transmitted voltage across the inductor of the circuit is calculated from the equation the transmitted voltage Vs from the diagram. So whenever the line terminal, here also there is a voltage V, natural impedance Z0, current and inductor. Transmission line terminated by an inductance. So if you apply the Laplace transform, we get easily the transmitted voltage. So if V of S is equal to 2 into Ls only, because previous case we taken as 1 by Cs for capacitance. Here we take only Ls because here connected the inductance 2 into Ls by Z0 plus Ls into V dash by S. So we get 2V dash by S plus Z0 by L. Taking the inverse Laplace transform on both sides of our equation, V of S becomes V of t, that is equal to 2V dash e power minus Z0 t by L. Once again, V of t is equal to 2V dash e power minus Z0 L by Z0 t by L. The reflected voltage is the nothing but, how can you find out the reflected voltage? The transmitted voltage is equal to, at any point the transmitted voltage V is equal to sum of incident voltage plus reflected voltage. If you want to find out the reflected voltage, the transmitted voltage minus incident voltage. So that we finding the reflected voltage V double dash T is equal to V dash of 2 e power minus Z naught T by L minus 1. We get the reflected voltage. As a traveling waves moves along a line, it suffers both attenuation and distortion. So attenuation is nothing but what is attenuation? When the wave traveling from sending end to receiving end or receiving end to sending end, the wave magnitude get decreases. So what is a distortion is nothing but distortion is a disturbance on the line. Attenuation is a decreasing the magnitude of wave. The decrease in the magnitude of the wave as it propagates along the line is called attenuation. The main cause of attenuation is a corona effect. The elongation or change of wave shape that occurs is called distortion. Change in because of the disturbance, the wave is changes. Sometimes the steepness of the wave is reduced by distortion. Next, another important topic is Bavelsey lattice diagram. What is need to draw the Bavelsey lattice diagram is in order to observe the traveling waves. If you study the traveling wave, you must draw the Bavelsey lattice diagram. So in the Bavelsey lattice diagram, if you take sending end and receiving end, the way how the pass from sending end to receiving end and receiving end to sending end, number of reflections. How can we get the number of reflections? We study by using the Bavelsey lattice diagram. If you take one Bavelsey lattice diagram, this is the sending end, this is a receiving end. Lattice diagram for a line terminated through resistance R. So take sending end reflection coefficient is -1, receiving end reflection coefficient is 0.4. There is number of timings 0, T, 2T, 3T, 4T, 5T, 6T, and each and every time we can observe the wave. How can the wave is traveling from sending end to receiving end or receiving end to sending end? Here the sending end reflection coefficient is -1, receiving end reflection coefficient is 0.4. If you have one wave, the magnitude of one wave which is traveling from sending end to receiving end, the magnitude is 1. The time is 0. The wave is traveling from sending end to receiving end, which having the magnitude 1 that travels, and at the time of t, at the time of t that reaches to the receiving end point. But receiving end having the coefficient zero point 0.4, so that multiply with 1 into zero point 0.4, we get zero point 0.4 on receiving end side. Next time, at the time of the wave is traveling from receiving end to sending end, the magnitude which having the magnitude zero point 0.4, receiving end to sending end, that will travels zero point 0.4 magnitude at the time of 2t, at the time of 2t that reaches to the sending end point, but the sending end coefficient reflection coefficient is -1. Multiply with zero point 0.4 into -1, we get minus zero point 0.4. The magnitude of minus zero point 0.4 that is traveling from sending end to receiving end at the time of 3t that reaches to the receiving end at the receiving end point. But the receiving end reflection coefficient is zero point 0.4. Minus zero point 0.4 into zero point 0.4, we get minus 0.16 at reach of the time 3t. The 3t time, the wave is again reflected back to receiving end to sending end, receiving the magnitude which having minus 0.16. At the time of 4t, that will reach us to the sending end, but the sending end reflection coefficient is -1. Multiply with -1, we get plus 0.16 magnitude that will travels from sending end to receiving end. At the time of 5t, 0.16 is reaches to the receiving end point, but there is a receiving end coefficient 0.4. Multiply with zero point 0.4, we get 0.064. At the time of 60, the receiving end to sending end, the wave is traveling which having the magnitude 0.064. So this is a complete Bavelsey lattice diagram. How can we get we analyze that one very easily? So every sending end and receiving end having the coefficients. If you line is traveling from sending end to receiving end, at the receiving end point, that must be multiplied with reflection coefficient. If the wave is traveling from receiving end to sending end, that must be at the sending end point having some reflection coefficient, that must the magnitude must be multiplied with receiving end reflection coefficient. So this is a line lattice diagram for line terminated to resistance only. If there is a cable is connected to a line, what happens? If a cable is connected to a line, sending end is a line, receiving end is a cable. So on that, the Bavelsey diagram is changes. So here there is a complete reflections are there in this Bavelsey diagram. There is completely reflections are there. But if whenever there is a line connected to a cable, at the junction point the impedance changes. We know whenever the impedance changes, what happens? The wave is traveling from sending end to receiving end. At the junction point the impedance changes. Definitely the wave is partly transmitted, partly reflected. This is a very important in Bavelsey lattice diagram. If a line is connected to a cable, definitely at the junction point the wave is traveling from sending end to receiving end. At the junction point the wave is partly transmitted, partly reflected. At the transmitted, we can multiply with transmission coefficient. We know that 2Z2 E by Z1 plus Z2. E is the incident voltage, that is a reflection, that is the refraction coefficient. What about the reflection coefficient? The reflection coefficient is Z minus Zc by Z plus Zc. Whenever we get the refraction, we multiply with the magnitude of incident voltage is multiplied with refraction coefficient. Whenever that is the reflection occurs, that the magnitude of incident voltage must be multiplied with reflection coefficients. So if a line is connected to a cable, first you must find out the reflection coefficients and refraction coefficient. Then the incident voltage is traveling from sending end to receiving end. At the junction point, where the junction point is there, where the wave is transmitted, you must be multiplied with transmission coefficient. Where the wave is reflected back, you must be multiplied with reflection coefficient point. Whenever the wave is reaches to sending end to receiving end, again the wave is traveling from receiving end to sending end. Whenever it comes to the receiving end to sending end also, at the junction point the wave is partly transmitted and partly reflected. Whenever the transmitted, at the junction point, whenever there is a refraction, definitely that must be multiplied with refraction coefficient. Whenever the reflected back, that must be multiplied with reflection coefficient.